everybody! My name is Camille and happy Banned Books Week! I am so excited to share with you guys one of my favorite banned books, which is The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian by Sherman Alexie. This book has been widely challenged by a ton of different people for a lot of different reasons. Those things are like sexually explicit content, profanities. It's also seen as anti-family and culturally insensitive. So there's a lot of different reasons why this book has been challenged, but I also think that there's a lot of really great reasons why this book is really beautiful. I think that this book so beautifully articulates the experience of growing up and being a young adult. I think that this might be the most widely challenged young adult book, but I also think that it is because young adulthood is messy and it's hard. And our main character in this book, his name is Junior. He's growing up on an Indian reservation and he is brave enough to want something more for his life. And so I think this book speaks to identity and bravery and courage. And I think that those are all such important and beautiful things that make it more than just a banned book. It makes it a really important book for generations of young adults to read. So to kind of articulate that, I wanted to read you guys a short passage from one of my favorite parts of this book. It's towards the end. This is on page 216. It all made me cry for my sister. It made me cry for myself. But I was crying for my tribe too. I was crying because I knew 5 or 10 or 15 more Spokanes would die during the next year, and that most of them would die because of booze. I cried because so many of my fellow tribal members were slowly killing themselves, and I wanted them to live. I wanted them to get strong and get sober and get the hell off the res. It's a weird thing. Later on page 217, Junior says, I realized that I might be a lonely Indian boy, but I was not alone in my loneliness. There were millions of other Americans who had left their birthplaces in search of a dream. And I realized that, sure, I was a Spokane Indian. I belonged to that tribe. But I also belonged to the tribe of American immigrants, and to the tribe of basketball players, and to the tribe of bookworms. It was a huge realization. And that's when I knew I was gonna be okay. And I think that is just one of the most beautiful passages in this entire book. I really think that this book has the power to really identify with young adults. And I think that speaks a lot to my childhood and the way that I grew up. And I think that it's going to speak to a lot of other young adults. And access is one of the most important things that we can give students. So, that being said, happy Banned Books Week. I hope that we are all celebrating our favorite banned books, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!